In today's video, we are going to be making some smoked kebab swords, skewers. We're doing these from scratch. We're actually going to be using this thing, which came from Temu for like €1 or less than like $1. Let's get into this. I've never made these before, so let's learn together. But we're talking about flavors here. We've got sweet pepper, we've got onion, we've got some ground beef. This thing, when it's smoked, will be epic. If you've never chopped an onion before, fear not, this is the easy way to do it. The root, let's go down right through it. Try not to slice your hands off. Always important to have gloves when you're cutting onions because you'll never get rid of the smell. Peel off the outer layer. All the chefs are going, he's doing this wrong. So you can just cut in a bit here. Get the outer skin off. 4 hours later. So we have got one relatively big yellow onion. And what we want to do is slice off this part at the end. Simply done. And then we're going to make this so easy to slice. So we can go this way. So we go in as far as we can, almost to like the base of your wrist without slicing it. Probably going to get about 3 in. So we're going that way. And remember, this is the root here. This is keeping the whole lot together. So we can slice down like this. You can hold it together. And now we do the chop in the edit. And you just go like this and and keep your fingers like this. So if your knife does go through, it's not going to take off the tops. We will be cooking these slightly. So just dump them into your pot. You want these to be kind of as small as possible, and soon you'll see why you want them as small as possible. Similar setup. This is a sweet pepper. Never really cut one of these like this before, but anyway. If you wanted, you could also smoke these just beforehand. If you wanted some extra smoky flavor, I'll be honest, I didn't even think of it until now. But it's also an option. Once you've got all these chopped up peppers and onions, go into the pot. And then we're going to cook these up just for a few minutes, just to get a little bit of color on them. So tiny bit of olive oil, salt and pepper. You could even put a little bit of chud rub in here as well, or whatever barbecue rub that you have. So there's plenty of salt in this as well. So, right, let's go get this on the hob. A couple of things here. First off, we have our mixture of onions and peppers. So what you want to do is have a taste of this. It's quite soft. It definitely needs to be cooled down quite a bit. It's a good peppery kick off a chud rub, Central Texas style rub. Depending if you want more or less, you put in more or less into this as well. So I'm just going to go lightly. Going to flip this over bit by bit. Clean hand, food police. Right, now we just want to work this up just a tad as parts of it go flying. What we want to do is get some of this, not all of it, some of it, all right? And you just want to make sure it gets through the whole lot, okay? Because you don't want just one pocket of onions and peppers, and you could put in jalapenos here or whatever else, okay? I'd say this is about the lot now for me. So you can spin it like this, get 2 hands in, break it up. Now, it also helps if your bowls are cold. So again, looking at this gun, the onions could have probably been a little bit more finely diced, but whatever. Dump the gloves, get more gloves, and then let's get out this cheap. As I said, this was like a €1 or $1. So the idea here is we're just going to fill this. We're going to get this in, press it down, and it'll look amazing and will probably all fall apart. But let's see how it goes. Ideally, you could probably let this rest for a little bit in the fridge, maybe for half an hour, for an hour. But as per usual, Vic is making dinner. So I'm not even sure the process here. Should this be in? But I think we'll just get all this in first and see how it goes. Do the flavors in this to whatever you want. So it's pretty flexible. Okay, so as you can see, that's kind of down like that. Seems to be okay. Now you should ideally press this down, and there we go. And then I'm guessing while we have this down and more of it squeezing out, we push in our sword. This is where the video goes wrong. So we pull this up. Please work. Come on, just please. Nah, that ain't gonna come. Nope. We go down again. Maybe if we just turn it upside down. Hey, there you go. That came out. But as we can see, that's not gone in evenly. Nope. What a crock of shit. Well, at least we have this. I'm gonna go with this. This way. See, does this make any difference? Putting the sword in first. I don't think it will, to be honest. But we'll see. Okay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Let's get the next one. Yeah, it definitely needs extra work. But that's it. So that is the two of those done. Hey, they hold up. Right. Now, next step here is to put these onto your grill. Now, the placement of the charcoal is really important on this one. As we can see, charcoal is in the center. I've got a tiny little piece of oak here that I'm just going to throw in. Now, you can use whatever you want, hickory or whatever you've got kind of handy lying around. Now, the important thing, and I know these are all going to collapse. No pressure. I'm going to put these either side of the charcoal. These are actually too big. Feck. You could angle them slightly, but I know that the bottoms are going to burn. So that would work, but you can see where the flames are there. Not a good idea. So what we could do is take it back out very carefully. And what we're going to do is we're going to move the charcoal back. As long as we can keep these things in the center, then that's a good thing. So now we kind of have something a little bit better. So we're going to just close this down. Temperature wise for this, all you got to do basically 250, 275, 300. This is kind of processed ground beef. So it needs to go to 165, which is fine. Probably about 20 minutes. Keep an eye on it just in case it starts to sizzle, and then you can kind of rotate the actual grill around if that helps. Let's do a quick temp check here. Ooh, nice color on those. We've got some other stuff going on here as well, but let's go to kind of this thicker parts. We're at, I'm not sure if you can see that, but we're at about 150, 155. 155. They're cooking pretty evenly. At this point, our little skewers swords are done, but also give them a little bit of sweet here as well. Just in the top, just in the final part. This is chud rub. This is the sweet cheeks run. Amazing maple flavor on this one. Now, here's the important part, right? Underneath these gloves, cotton gloves, I actually think these things have been on for about 30 minutes. They're absolutely, the metal is molten. Gotta say, the smell of these is amazing. Whenever you're taking these off, you most definitely need some kind of heat resistant gloves, because it won't be a fun experience. Now, these smell amazing. I want to have a bite and a taste, because so remember, in this we have the peppers, the onions, we have the chud rub, so basically kind of a Central Texas rub, so pepper heavy. Okay, so salt, pepper, maybe a little bit of garlic, and then we have something sweet at the top, which is the chud rub as well, and the sweet cheeks. So let's just have a bite. Okay. These are really good. What I would say is maybe a little bit more seasoning, but these things are, yeah. These are so good. Wow. See you in the next video, and like and subscribe and all that jazz. Thanks.